You're taking the all school subjects core test today.
Okay.
Well, what you want to do, basically all the instructions are going to be on there, so go ahead, sit down.
Okay.
You'll get a break, a 15-minute break every 2 hours. I'll be back in 2 hours for you after the breaks comes.
Okay.
Sorry I did not explain that well. I will leave now.
He's gone. The lawnmower. I can't do the worm.
Did I hear music?
No, there was no music playing.
Just do the test.
Welcome to the All School Subjects Core Test. This test will evaluate your skills in all school subjects. All school subject test info. This core test has been created to replace all of your other core tests by combining them all into one essay test. This test will take you approximately 6 hours to complete. You will receive one break every 2 hours. Each break will be 15 minutes long. By the end of each break, you must be back in your seat and taking the test. No talking is permitted at any time during the test or any of its breaks. Results of talking may include retaking the test, getting an automatic 0, suspension, or expulsion. Any and all distractions are not to be taken lightly, so please be polite and quiet. Please read all of the following instructions before starting the test. You must answer every question of the test before completing. This test is separated into 4 sections: Math, English, Science, and History. Before moving on to the next section, please make sure that all of the questions in the section are complete. If you have any questions, please refrain from asking your poor teacher any stupid questions. You are provided with a reference sheet for each section. Each reference sheet is different from the others and only relevant to your current section. Before moving on to the next slide, please remember to read each question thoroughly before picking the appropriate answer. Your score on this test is the deciding factor on whether or not you can graduate to the next grade level. Please remain calm and thoughtful throughout the test, and keep any unnecessary noises to yourself, as well as keeping any distractions to a minimum. Click anywhere to start the test. Section 1. Math. Math reference sheet. What is the most explosive whole number in existence? A 8, B 3, C 4, or D 1/2? C 4. Given the triangle below, which angle is 90 degrees? Buns, cubs, or nuss? Nuss. Find x. A2, B0, C -2, right here. 0. If it will take Joe 6 days to earn 9 apples, and he owes his pet elephant 18 peanuts, how many days will it take Joe to pay off his debt if the apple to peanut exchange rate is 3 peanuts for every apple? If it will take Joe 6 days to earn just 9 apples, that means he makes about 3 apples every 2 days, and he's got 3 peanuts for every apple, and he's 18 peanuts, and he only needs 6 apples to get 18 peanuts. He wants 3 apples every 2 days, so to get 6 apples he'll wait 4 days. Gary wants to fill a 7-gallon jug with urine. He calculates that he can pee at a rate of 6 gallons per hour. If he pees for 10 minutes every day, how long will it take him to fill the jug? Gary wants to fill a 7-gallon jug, 6 gallons per hour, 10 minutes. That would be a gallon every 10 minutes. So a gallon a day would be a gallon a day. It will take him 1 week. Gosh, I can see why they put these things on here. Okay. Before moving on to the next section, please go back and make sure you have answered all the Section 2. Please read the letter below before answering the following questions.
Dear Mother, I'm tired of you treating me like a child. You have mocked me and humiliated me for the last time in front of my friends. It's time for things to end. When you drop me off at schools, you always say, "Be safe, honey. Oh, and I packed a little surprise for you in your lunchbox today." Then you pinch my cheek and drive away. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like that, especially your little "remember I love you" notes I find in my lunch. However, doing this publicly in front of everyone at school is unacceptable. Another thing that gets on my nerves is when you interrupt me while I'm talking to a girl. "There you are, sweetie. Come on now, it's time to go home and take your nap." "Oh, who's this?" "Aw, aren't you the cutest little thing?" you say, nipping her cheek. What is it with you and pinching anyway? Then you'll turn to me and say, "Don't you think so?" leaving me in an awkward position. By that point, there's no hope of talking to her again. Also, keep in mind I'm not your little trooper anymore. I'm 7 years old, gosh darn it, and it's time you start treating me like it. I know that you think your rules are fair for night's time. Be in bed by 8 o'clock and no video games or snacks after 7. These were fine when I was 6, but now I'm old enough to make my own rules, so don't expect me to always follow these ones. Please keep those all in mind, and we'll be off to a good start. And remember, I will always love you. From James.
Based on the previous pass edge, what is James's tone? Ringtone? Oh, ha! Annoyed. Intelligent, defensive. Annoyed. What is the purpose of this letter? To inform students about his situation, change his mind, not let him use snacks, inform his mother that he's no longer a child. What does the word nipping mean based on the context clues? Nipping. I don't think it would be biting, or maybe staring. Pinching. Who is James's audience? Your mom. His mother? What school does James go to? Well, if he's informing his mom he's not a child, that's what I did when I was like 4, so. What does the root word aqua mean? That's easy. Water. Fun fact, this test is also known as the MASH test. The acronym stands for Math, English, Science, and History. Before moving on to the next section, blah blah blah. Section 3, Science. Science reference sheet. Which of the following is unit of weight? Kilograms, kilometers, pounds, or euros? Pounds. Which dinosaur would kill you the hardest? T-Rex or Grandpa? Well, Grandpa's old. You have 2 balls, A and B. Both of your balls are dropped from 6 feet. If both of your balls have equal masses, when will they hit the ground? As B, C, D, C. Which of the following elements weighs the most? Gold, your Hi, Trojan. Your mom is not an element. Gold. What do you get when you mix red water with yellow water? Orange juice. Oh, orange water. That would probably be best. Before moving on to the next section, please go back and make sure you have answered all of the questions from the previous section. Section 4. History. If George Washington and Abraham Lincoln got in a fist fight, who would win? George Washington and Lincoln got in a fist fight. Well, they're both pretty wimpy. Washington can take a punch, though. Chuck Norris. Where has silver been found in sandstone? Silver is in its name. Who freed the slaves in 1865? Well, that one's obvious. It was Eddie Lincoln. When will the world plunge into nuclear war? That's easy. Everybody plays Fallout. Aha! Who is indisputably the most important person in your school? He who teaches you all you need to know, and to whom you owe everything you have, including your brains. My pal, the Principal. Before finishing the test, please go back and make sure you haven't answered all of the questions from the previous section. Click anywhere to continue. By pressing the complete button, you acknowledge that you have finished taking the test and that you accept an information. What grade do you think you will receive? I'm definitely getting an A. You guessed A. What? What? What do you mean? It's an A? What? That's what? What do you mean I've answered incorrectly? You receive an A. What? That's not cool. Hey, what the heck? What? Teacher!
What do you want?
Teacher, the computer just screwed up my test.
How did it do that?
Well, you see on the last question it asked me what grade I thought I got. So I put an A.
Okay, and?
My grade was an A-.
Okay, you missed the point because you got the question wrong.
But none of the answers were A-.
That doesn't change the fact that you got it wrong.
You mean I can't redo the test, or you can't?
Absolutely not.
Ah!
And that is a final answer. Goodbye.
I finished the test, by the way. Hey!